Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Mellisa. Today, I'm going to explain about how to teach reading for young learners. Before that, we should know what is reading. According to Linz, reading is a set of skills that involves making sense and deriving meaning from the printed word. Yang artinya di sini menurut Linz, reading atau membaca adalah serangkaian keterampilan yang melibatkan memahami dan memperoleh makna dari kata tercetak. Jadi dalam reading, kita bisa memaknai beberapa hal. The first, learning to pronounce words, belajar untuk membaca kata. In this case, we talk about the young learners or children. The second one, learning to identify words and get their meaning. Belajar untuk mengidentifikasi kata dan memahami maknanya. Dalam mengidentifikasi kata ini, they need to read. Selain membaca, mereka juga harus memahami maknanya. Bukan hanya membaca dengan benar, tapi memahami makna dari kata yang dibaca. And the third, learning to bring meaning to a text in order to get meaning from it. Jadi selain memahami makna kata yang ada di dalam teks, kita juga memahami keseluruhan makna dari teks tersebut. Jadi bukan hanya memahami secara literally, tapi dipahami secara konteks sosial lingkungan anak. What problem which most often occur when young learner faces reading subject? Masalah apa yang paling sering terjadi ketika anak menghadapi pelajaran membaca? The first, read too slowly. Ketika mereka membaca kalimat atau kata, mereka membaca dengan pelan. The second, don't have enough vocabulary. Ketika mereka membaca, they just read, but they don't understand the meaning. Because they don't have enough vocabulary. Mereka tidak mempunyai banyak kosakata. The third, get frustrated. They get frustrated because they don't understand about the meaning of the text. Mereka terkadang frustasi karena tidak memahami makna kata yang mereka baca, atau kesulitan memahami kata-kata bahasa Inggris yang mereka pelajari. The fourth is bored. Sometimes they feel bored to do this kind of activity. The last, would rather watch TV or play video games. Mereka lebih suka menonton TV atau bermain video games. So, how do we get children excited about reading? Let them choose the material that they want to read. Biarkan mereka memilih materi apa yang mereka sukai. Provide the interesting material. Siapkan atau buat materi yang menarik atau yang menyenangkan untuk mereka. Read to them. Bacalah untuk mereka. Connect reading to other skills. Menghubungkan membaca dengan keterampilan lainnya. How to approach reading? Bagaimana cara kita mengajarkan reading kepada anak? Bagaimana cara kita mengajarkan dengan pendekatan-pendekatan yang sesuai untuk anak? The first is phonics, based on letters and sounds, alphabet and phonetical sounds combinations. No grammar rules.
A is for apple, apple. B is for broccoli, broccoli. C is for cake, cake. D is for duck, duck. E E is for elephant, elephant. F is for fish, fish. G is for grapes, grapes. H is for horse, horse.
Second is look and say. Based on words and phrases, we can use the flashcards.
Okay, Iris, let's read this word here. What is that? What does that say? Bat. Let's see if you're right. You got it. Let's go on to the next one here. What does this say? Fat. Let's see if you're right. Oh, you are right. Let's go over here now. Look over here, sweetie. What does that say? Rat. You got it right.
Third is whole sentence reading. After reading, students recognize the whole phrases and sentences. Teach vocabularies in the context.
The man is my dad. Your turn. We lived here. Your turn. The cat sits on the mat. Your turn.
Fourth is language experience approach. Based on child spoken language, more time to read. Use illustrated books to help students understand the story.
So the LEA approach, or the language experience approach, is used for our second language learners who don't have a lot of English. It helps them with their reading and their writing.
Remember last week we learned all about snails?
So it's an experience that they've already done, and it builds on their vocabulary that they have.
First we got some soil, then we get our seeds.
The reason we base it around a common experience is so that the kids have that background knowledge. If they don't have the background knowledge, then they don't have the buy-in, and there's no purpose for doing it.
Like our fish. Remember we taught people about our fish? Today we're going to teach people about our snails.
It's in kid-friendly language, so they know the expectation and what they're expected to do.
After talking about the objective, then we'll go into the discussion part.
Destiny, what about you? What do you think he'll eat?
He eats biscuit.
If it's a picture, they'll look at the picture to discuss what's happening in the picture.
It's important to hear every student's voice so that you know that they are comprehending what you're doing.
Classroom, where does he live?
In the garden.
In the garden. Viviana, where does he live?
Garden.
Julie, where does he live?
In the
In
garden.
the garden.
Chucky, can you do it again?
Wow! This is fun.
I'm not feeling it. Let's try it together.
Wow! This is fun.
Teaching reading to young learners. Get students involved. Make the reading relevant to them. Use art, music, drama, and dance. Connect reading to other skills. Read to them. Give them opportunities to love reading. The methods: using picture books, reading aloud, acting out parts of the book. So, that's all about how to teach reading for young learners. Thanks for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.